Hey y'all, Tanny Cooks here, and I was just about to cook me up a dinner without showing it to y'all, and I was like, oh no, I have to pull out my camera and put this together for you. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yes, we're gonna make some catfish nuggets and put them on these little beautiful king Hawaiian rolls, and it's gonna be absolutely fabulous. I'm gonna talk about my favorite tips to get the perfect crust on them and to season it up. And I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious cocktail sauce and tartar sauce from scratch with just a couple of ingredients. So let's get to cooking. These are the basic ingredients we will be using today. I have a couple of pounds of catfish nuggets. You'll notice these nuggets are smaller pieces of catfish instead of a whole fillet. Seasonings I'm using include Old Bay, granulated garlic, lemon pepper. I'm also using self-rising flour, cornstarch, and yellow cornmeal. I also have a couple of eggs. Now, the other thing to note, you see the size of these catfish nuggets. I have an actual catfish fillet that's wrapped as well. So I'm starting off with my 2 eggs, and I added some of my Old Bay seasoning, and I'm just going to give that a mix until it's fully mixed up. I do wash my fish before I cook it, so here I'm just blotting it off with a paper towel to dry it before I add it into my egg mixture that is seasoned, as you can tell. I'm using canola oil to fry in my heavy bottom stoneware pot, or pan rather, and I'm adding enough oil in it to make it halfway full without filling it to the brim because I don't want it to pop on me and explode. So here I'm adding my flour to a bowl, about 2 cups, and then a flour, and then I'm adding about a half of cup of cornstarch and a half a cup of cornmeal. I have some flour on my blouse at the beginning of this video. I'm also adding a good portion of lemon pepper as well as my other seasonings, but I don't measure them. I go by how it smells and then I'll know how it's going to taste. And so this is going to come with you having some experience of seasoning your flour mixture before cooking it. And remember, you can also add seasoning after you cook your fish. In fact, you should. Also note that my Old Bay and my lemon pepper do contain salt. So I have all my ingredients here. My filet I'm going to start with first because it's been sitting in the egg mixture. And now I'm going to toss the flour mixture around it, patting it in. And it is okay to let your fish sit in the flour for a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes before you actually put it in your frying pan. So right now my oil is heating up in my pan. And while that's going, I'm going to add my catfish nuggets to a bowl with the egg mixture, and I'm adding some additional seasonings for flavor and taste. You just want to add seasonings that you know you like without adding too much sodium. So I'm only adding in a small portion of my catfish nuggets to the flour because I don't want to dump it all in and the breading get clumpy or over wet. So we're going to do it in batches. So my oil is heating up. And you can test the heat with the thermometer, or you can sprinkle a little bit of flour in it to see if it starts to bubble up. And it is doing exactly what I want it to do. So I'm going to let this catfish go. And while it's doing that, I'm going to bread up some more of my nuggets. Now, I don't actually measure how long I fry my fish in minutes. I suppose you could, and that would be helpful. But my recommendation is to go by the color. You want to see when your fish starts to float, if you have enough oil that it can float, and when it starts to change color and texture. So we're going to use visual cues to know when to turn it. You'll notice it starts to turn more golden, and that will give you an idea of when you should turn it. You want to try to avoid turning it too many times. And again, this knowledge will come with your experience with cooking with your pan on your stove, as well as knowing the type of fish you have, how thick it is, how long it is. That will also have an impact on exactly how long you need to cook it. So my fish is done, so I took it out and I'm letting it sit on a wire rack as I fry up my catfish nuggets. And again, we're cooking these up in batches and we'll let them go. You'll notice the nuggets may start to curl a little bit. That's completely okay. I do have my big fish spatula, my slotted spatula, and so this is helpful when you're turning big pieces of fish, but I'm using it for these nuggets as well. And so we just want them to get an even golden color, and look at that breading on there. So beautiful, so crispy. You don't want to overcook your seafood ever, so I prefer to slightly undercook it and then let it come up to temperature as it sits on my wire rack and continues to cook through for a couple of more minutes. Now I'm going to show you how to make a delicious cocktail sauce using my favorite Heinz Simply variety. I'm also using prepared horseradish sauce that you can get from the seafood counter in most grocery stores. It's usually off to the side. I put a couple of tablespoons of ketchup and then a couple of heaping tablespoons of my horseradish. It's a little spicy, but it's not hot to me. And then I add a couple of drops of lemon juice. And you want to just give that a stir and taste it to see if you feel like you need to add any more of any one ingredient. But I liked it just like this. Next up, we're making our tartar sauce with mayonnaise, relish, and lemon juice. So a couple of tablespoons of a mayo you like, a teaspoon or two of the relish you like, and then a couple of drops of lemon juice. And again, you want to give this a stir and then taste it to see how you like it, to see if you feel it needs more of anything. And mine, I felt like needed more relish. You'll notice I didn't add any dry seasonings, but if you wanted to add onion powder or garlic powder, you certainly could, but I like it simple and delicious just like this. So I'm pulling out my last pieces of catfish and look at how beautiful this nugget is. So once you have them all done, then you're ready to either eat it as is or you can make sliders with it. And so with my sliders, I'm going to use cocktail sauce on a couple, tartar sauce on the other couple. You could also make a coleslaw to use on your sandwiches or maybe lettuce and tomato. That would be delicious as well. I do like to warm up my Hawaiian rolls in the microwave so they're soft. And I just like it that way better. So here I have my fish. I have my sliders. You could brush on some butter, some garlic butter if you like. But again, mine were warm from the microwave, and so that suited me just fine. I have my delicious homemade cocktail sauce and tartar sauce. So this was absolutely delicious. And I do garnish with a few lemon wedges. So if you like this video, please check out my other seafood videos on that playlist and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.